I had no idea that you were.
Yeah, I started recording. And then we started talking about Cortana.
No,
Cortana.
Yeah,
Makes me feel things inside.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that.
You really... What did that sound like? Fucking... It sounded like that turtle from Sly Cooper.
I've never played Sly Cooper.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I wanted to intro some. I'm just going to do... Welcome to Straight from the Muzzle, folks. We're anything but straight. I'm Space.
And I'm Paradox.
And we welcome you to our episode, which is about fan emails and not other things.
Certainly not Cortana.
Certainly not Cortana. No way.
Or what was it? What'd you say about the bologna?
Oh, shut your fried bologna hole. I mean, it was your suggestion to try to be cleaner with our word selections. And so the other day I was watching 30 Rock and someone said something to Kenneth and they were like, fried bologna holes. And I'm like, that would make a great phrase to use in replacement of, F you or whatever, or shut the F up. So
yeah. I find it funny that I made the suggestion, but I don't know. I swear a lot. I'm a sailor.
I know.
Maybe we should be more clean. And I'm just like, F this.
Oh yeah, I swear so commonly now, within my own language, it's hard to be like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said something else.
Yeah,
so
it does. It just comes out. And they're like, oh my god, you stopped swearing. I'm like, I swore? Damn.
we're supposed to have, one swear word per episode. So you kind of have to plan that. We do the best that we can because, chances are we're probably going to swear again. But it makes it more fun to come up with these other words. Okay, this is actually a person's name, but it also sounds highly sexualized and it could be used for a swear word. Gooch. Don't touch my gooch. Think about it whatever you want. It could be whatever you want it to be.
Hold on, wait, I got this. I'm just
and you got gooched today.
Hold on, I'm gonna I can't. I looked at him.
What?
I was trying to get my wife with it.
Don't touch my gooch hole.
Hey, don't touch my gooch hole. She's like, you're what? Oh my gosh.
Let's see, there's gooch.
Gooch. Fried bologna hole.
Fried bologna holes. Goon hole.
I don't...
That's a different one. Okay, I came up with this one the other day. Felix and I were playing Gunfire Reborn, and we were kind of in a silly mood, and I just was trying to figure out a way to rhyme with the Keebler elves, the cookies.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, Peeblers, Keeblers. And we just couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, Peeblers.
Oh my god.
I don't think I would ever use it in replacement of everything, but it's a funny name.
Oh my gosh. What was I doing the other day that I'm asking my wife where it sounded like Goofy and I couldn't stop saying it? What was it?
You mean yesterday?
Yeah.
Saying flower gleaming.
Never mind, it's not the right instance, but yes, that's exactly what that's what I wanted. Never mind. Okay. I thought it was something else.
What were you saying?
Oh my god. So she was singing the Tangled song, the Flower Gleam and Glow, one, the healing incantation one.
Gleam and
the way that she said it on accident sounded like Goofy, Disney Goofy. So it just got to me. So I was just like, flower gleam and glow. So yeah. Yeah, so that's what was happening yesterday, I guess. I thought it was way further than that, but nope, I guess it was just last night.
I wonder if I can do that as Krusty the Clown. Because I can do a wicked Krusty the Clown.
Oh my god.
Flower gleam and glow. There you go, Spence.
Oh my god.
I'm Krusty the Clown. Yeah. Okay. So,
Oh, son of a
like,
bikes.
something that like you guys probably don't know, and even you don't know this, is that like when I'm watching shows and cartoons and all different types of things, I'll actually try to mimic that particular cartoon voice again, or their mannerisms, or how they say specific words.
Oh
And it's
my
just something
god.
I do. And I can actually, like, at one point,
I do the same thing.
reproduce it. And I absolutely love doing it. And I wonder if people see me doing this and think, what the hell is he doing? Oh, there's my swear word. Oh, well.
Good job. Wait, is that like a does that
HE
count?
double hockey sticks.
HE
I don't know. Hell can be considered a swear word
for
to some.
furries is HE double rockets.
HE double rocky sticks.
Rockies.
Double rockets? Is that how you said it?
Yes.
Like, is that how you would say it as a kid?
No. I said as a furry you could say HE double rockets.
I mean, you could say HE double side penises. I don't know.
There you go.
Makes it worse. It makes it worse.
That's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to make it I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so rolling back to our main topic here, we're reading emails that you have all sent us, wonderful emails and stories and questions that we're going to be reading those off. I used to do a little like Fangasm episode every once in a while, and I used to do them through Spaced Out, and then I just stopped out of the blue because I figured, do people actually listen to this stuff? And I wasn't sure or not. But then during that time, I just kind of let the emails pile on. I checked the email the other day and I'm like, holy cornholes, there are so many emails in there. So we are going to be reading those, catch up on everything, and then we'll be better at responding, hopefully. Holy fried bologna holes.
Holy fried bologna holes. We should try and do it at least like once a month.
We can do it like once a month.
We should try anyway. Because we have March all the way to July.
Listen, I had it. It was January all the way into March. And I'm like, I'm not reading January's. Screw that.
No.
I mean, I read them all. I've already read them all per se.
R.I.P.
But I haven't like responded to them. So if you wrote to us in January and you didn't get an email back, I read your email. I just didn't respond back to it. And I do apologize. And if we're reading your email today, consider this as a reply back to your email, but in audio form. Are you still there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay.
I got distracted. I have the ADHD.
ADHD.
I have the HDs and they're 80ing. I have all 80 of them. They're running around. Oh, hi, cat. Are you going to come up? Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah. Paradox got a cat.
I do have a cat, and her name is Peaches. We've been calling her Peachles. I don't know why, but...
Or you call her Weeches.
No, Peachles.
Peachles?
Yeah, Peachles. Peachles. She is really cool. She's very cuddly. We adopted her. She's like 2, I think. So she kind of came with the name Peaches, but I don't know. She's just evolved into Peachles.
Peaches.
Yeah.
Peaches.
Exactly. But no, she's really cool. The second day that we had her, I don't know why, but she bit my ass.
Jeez.
Listen, I was just trying to pick up my shoes and I bent over and like she just bit my right butt cheek and I'm like, why? Why would you do this? I'm like, okay. But no, she's great. She talks a lot. I don't know if you'll hear her at all during the episode, but if you do, that's just her saying hello. So
Hooray.
Currently she's on my lap, sticking her little butt up in the air. She's so silly. We took a nap earlier today. We were having a good time.
Good time.
Anyway.
I wanted a nap for today. It was such a long day.
Was it?
Yeah, because I had to work.
Me too. Work is dumb.
So we have a lot of emails to get through. We're going to read every other email. I just realized the one that I was going to read was more or less, hey, look at this person's art. And that was it.
Oh.
I'm like, a pass.
Okay. So which one did you want to start on then?
So I'll start with the first one, which is from Michaela, and then we'll go every other. So you get to do the gold stars, and I will do the translucent ones.
Wow. Okay, cool. Unless we find out.
Wow. Unless it's like a really long one, then I won't read it.
That sounds so mean. We're gonna read it. Okay.
I make Sparrow read all the long ones and the complicated ones because she's such a good reader.
Oh
Whereas
God.
I'm like messing up and saying pickle left and right because I can't read because I suck at it. I promise I graduated high school. All right. So this one is from Frostbite the Dragon. Hello. I want to start saying, oh, yeah, before I go into these, I'm still dealing with a cold. So that's why my voice is a little bit different. And if I clear my throat a lot or you hear me drinking water, it's just because I'm trying to lubricate so that I can actually read without sounding like my throat's drying up. So throwing that out there so you know. And you're like, what's wrong with Space's voice? A lot of things. Going through
What did you
puberty
say,
again.
Frostbite the Dragon? Where do you see that?
It's at the end of their email. Thank you
Is
for
it?
reading this, comma, Frostbite the Dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I was like, where did you see
It's hidden.
that? It is. I'm just blind. It's okay.
So hello. I want to start by saying how much I love your podcasts. They are amazing and informative. I have a podcast idea that you could do about dino mask fursuits. Could be like how
I did
they
suggest
came into the
that.
fandom. Yeah. Why they are so popular and your opinions on them. I'm sure a lot of people would love to hear about that, including me. Thank you for reading
Oh my
this.
god. I
Frostbite the
want to
Dragon.
go with you.
So the topic's actually come up a couple of times, not just in this email, but I think I mentioned it to Sparrow like a year ago, but nothing ever came of it. But they seem to be really just like overtaking TikTok. So maybe we should do an episode about them.
I think we should. I know that I brought it up at one point in time, mostly because one, I myself am gonna make one.
I was just going to say, you and I should make one for the
Oh my god.
episode.
Yes. Oh my god, we should. I'm trying to gather like all the materials to make mine, but like I'm kind of altering mine a lot because I'm trying to make it into my persona's face. So because it's a
Oh.
dinosaur, I have to like alter it a little bit, like using like either clay or foam or whatever, because I'm trying to make it look like a hyena face. But I know pretty much like what I have to do to it. I just haven't gotten around to it because work, and also I'm broke right now. So I'm
Fair
very
enough.
so, but yeah, we should definitely touch base on a Dino Mask fursuit
I
because
think
they are
Walmart sells dino masks.
they sometimes do. If you want to find, okay, what's funny is that if you go to try and order one on Amazon, you're probably gonna spend like $50. Not even kidding. But
Really? I want to go look.
yes. Oh my god, yes. So now that's for like the blue like raptor from Jurassic World and like whatnot. You can find them at like Meijer. You can find them at like Kohl's. In really weird, obscure places you can find them. They're not as easy to find like in most like retail stores now because obviously like the Jurassic World thing is kind of dying down now since all the movies are out or have been out for a couple years or so. So they are becoming unfortunately more difficult to find. But with people making cosplay and like fursuits and stuff with this, I think that's what's keeping them on the shelves. Honestly, people are like, well, they're still buying them. So I actually thought about it today, but the Giganotosaurus dinosaur mask would actually be perfect like shape wise and like teeth placement wise for a wicker beast fursuit.
That would be cool to see.
So somebody, I don't know if y'all have done it yet, but like if you've made a wicker beast out of a Giganotosaurus Dynamask, please show me. I want to see it.
Do it.
If not, I might have been the only one. I don't know. Somebody out there has to have had the same idea. I just saw a wicker beast on Facebook the other day and I was like, hey, that face shape looks like that.
Okay. I'm going to read the next one too, just because.
How dare you?
Well, because the one I just realized I should have really like gone back into here and double checked all the emails. So we got one from someone. They're like, we just want to confirm that we're sending the email to the right address. And I'm like, yes, you're sending your email to the right email address. It's
Oh, okay.
same one that's on every podcast and on all of our pages. It doesn't change. Oh, that drives me nuts when people ask me that. That happens a lot, to be honest.
Huh.
People will message, they'll send an email like, I just want to make sure that I got the right email. And I'm like, okay, if you see the email on Twitter or on Telegram or on an episode and you copy and paste it, it's going to be the same email that I respond from. Pretty self-explanatory. So, yeah. This other one is from JKM. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Just exert myself out there. As a geek, I would love to see a Legend of Zelda episode. You could like watch some videos or even play the game if you have the time sincerely. We can definitely try to do that. That would be more or less a live YouTube type of a show. And then it would have to be one of us playing it. I'm not a big Zelda fan player, so unless you are.
So Okay, I know that the Legend of Zelda games are good. Here's my thing: is that I unfortunately, I don't know, I just like I grew up playing like PlayStation and stuff and like growing up, so I didn't have a whole lot of like Nintendo experience until later on in life. So I'm really late to like the Zelda game, like as a whole. So I will say I did play Breath of the Wild a little bit. I did not complete it. I do plan on going back into it because I did buy all of the DLC, and then like I think as soon as I did that, I was like, all right, I got everything. Oh wait, there's a new game, let me play that one, and then I got sucked into something else. So
What's
that's
the
my
new one
problem.
called?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
apparently it's really big. It's a huge game.
Yes.
And it's weird because I have never heard anyone complain, this game's too big. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the best part about a game, is it being so big. It gives you more time to play with it. But whatever.
So yes, no, I do agree, because I also like large open world games. If they're done well, I understand like there being too much space in between. Oh god, there's a game that I was
World of
playing.
Warcraft, probably one of the best big world open world games.
There you go. I've never played that one, but like
what?
I know that it's good too. I know. I'm sorry.
I used to play it a lot.
Cool.
Then I got in a relationship.
Oops.
Oops. Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh, poor Felix.
Well, he doesn't play though. It was before I met Felix. Actually, and then I think I met someone when I stopped playing it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got time for that.
I get it. I mean, we probably could like stream like a game. I think the only issue is that like if we do it on Switch, I know that I have to get like a specific like capture sort of thing in order for me to like stream it somewhere else, because unfortunately you can't like attach like your Twitch or whatever onto there. Otherwise, like that might not be a bad idea. I know there's a couple like multiplayer games that would be cross-platform that we could probably like play with each other. That wouldn't be bad if we wanted to dedicate like a good chunk of time, like at least like a 2-hour or 3-hour like sort of thing where we dedicated time to like play games and like whatnot, and just
we could definitely do that.
It would be fun.
We just have to figure out how to do it, because like we're primarily MP3 audio format. So to kind of go into, we've done visual shows in the past, but they take just a little bit of setup and trying to figure out how things work. And then of course, when you're bringing in like playing a game, well, then that just makes it a little bit harder. So we'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Oh my God. You want to know what'd be really fun? We should somehow figure out how to play Mario Party.
I would love to play Mario Party.
Like we could play Mario Party, or like again like some other bigger multiplayer sort of thing. Yeah. Something else that would also be fun. We could play Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game, but it's really fun. I will say it is up to 4 players, but it's lots of fun. I've played it a lot.
I bet we could get Deer Dog on this too, because I'm sure
Oh my God, yes.
What was that? Oh, it's a message. Oh, okay.
What?
Gosh, well, I have my phone's on, it's resting on something that's not very stable. So as all of a sudden it went like, like that. I'm like, what is that noise? I don't know what that is. Anyways, let's go to our next email.
Dope. Okay, which one is that?
I mean, I hope I don't totally butcher this, but I think it's Benja Blue or Benja Blue.
I have seen that somewhere, and
or Benja Blue.
I can't remember where I've seen that.
Or Benja.
Benja Blue?
Yeah.
It's like Deja Vu, but Benja Blue.
Yeah.
We could be wrong in the pronunciation. I have seen this somewhere, and I can't remember where I've seen this name. I've either seen it on Twitter or TikTok or something. It sounds really familiar, like I've seen it recently. But anyway, so this is from them. It says, I was listening to your latest episode when an idea struck me in the back of the head. I hope you're okay. It says, what if you did an informational episode on safety in the fandom, whether online or in-person meetups? Ooh, that's a good idea. Whether convention or fur meet. Says, anyway, I'll keep it short. They say that they love listening to your podcast. It inspires me to and helps me through the conservative heck of Nebraska.
I love how you just like stopped.
I did.
Change the word.
As the conservative heck of Nebraska. Keep up the good work and stay possum. I love it. Yeah, we could probably, I don't know, did we do an episode on that?
No, but this is the email that I posted in the staff chat because I'm like, this would be a really good episode.
Is that where I saw it?
Yeah, that's where that's probably where you saw it.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So we did read this one at some point in time.
Well, I mean, I read it to make sure. I mean, this is a great idea because we do talk about a lot of like conventions and we don't talk about meetups as often, but it would be good to go over safety because there's a lot of things you should kind of be aware of and just ways to stay safe. That'd be fun. So we can definitely do that. I'm going to go on to the next one.
That's fine. Cool. Also, sorry, I didn't know that Nebraska was conservative, so that sucks.
I mean, what state isn't at this point?
It's so stupid. Like, okay.
I feel like we take a couple of steps forward as the LGBTQ whatever community,
The alphabet mafia.
and then we get knocked backwards. And it's like, come on. Like today when I was driving home, I was listening to just an excerpt on NPR, and they were playing a clip from, I don't know if it was Ron DeSantis or someone, but they were saying that we need to train, our military to not be woke. And I'm like, what is so wrong with being like open-minded? I don't understand why the concept is such a problem. That's a good thing. You want people to be open-minded.
It's, oh my God, it's so stupid. But yeah, no, you're right. We're like, it seems like anytime that we take like 2 steps forward, we get knocked like 10 steps back, and it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna get a little political here. So political side tangent. I'm gonna, you know what? No, I'm gonna use my one swear. Shit hit the fan as soon as 2016 hit.
Oh my God.
2016 hit, and then it has not been good since. It like literally we were doing so good. Like, gay marriage was, fully, legalized and recognized, throughout all of the states, which was fantastic. And then all of a sudden, like conservative, like, really angry, racist bigots just started pouring out of the woodwork, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
and
why?
They're not. And they're still here, and they're not going anywhere. And then,
no, you're not. Like,
to add insult to injury, God, like, okay, then we get Biden, and Biden promises all this stuff, and I feel so joyed that he like won the presidency. But Biden doesn't have here's my swear word. Biden doesn't have a fucking spine. So
no, he doesn't.
And in fact, I mean, he's old, but how many more times do we have to see on the news that Biden has tripped or fallen over something? Again, literally has tripped and fallen down. It's so ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Like, I understand that you're old, but like, if you're falling all over yourself, maybe we should just not let old freaking people into office. Also, can we get rid of just honestly all of our government for a minute and just throw in some actual like just good people, because everybody there is like old and they've been running there for like 50 years. Like, stop.
Yeah. And then because of the prior presidency, all the people that were in there that really weren't nut jobs all of a sudden became nut jobs overnight. I don't understand it, but it's there.
It is. It's infuriating.
This country is infuriating sometimes.
It really is. Like, and I got into an argument like with a Facebook keyboard warrior the other day.
Ooh.
And he was like, oh my God, America is so great. I'm like, you tell me, sir, how is America great? Okay. And now listen, it's wonderful if you are a cisgendered, heterosexual, white Christian male.
Oh, yeah.
If you are all of that, you're freaking golden, okay? Nothing can touch you. But if you are anything else other than that, your rights are effed. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And heaven forbid you happen to be a biologically born female who perhaps wants to be, female to male transgender or something. Like, you are hecked. You can't. There's your rights are just stripped away. It's so stupid. Like, and they're attacking, like gay marriage, and they're attacking more trans rights. It's infuriating. Oh yes, America's great, but also we don't have free healthcare. Like, why?
And it's like, oh, you're going to influence our children. And I'm just thinking, I really just want to go up to them and be like, what have I personally done to you to receive such crappy treatment? Like, what has any person in our community personally done to you to really make you just hate us?
Yes.
Like, is it your terrible parenting? Is that what you're mad at? Because you did a really bad job in your own family, so now you're going to take your hate out on everyone else? Like,
exactly. It's like,
yeah.
Oh no, this community is showing you like genuine, love and support and acceptance. Like, oh my God, that's the most terrible freaking thing in the world, apparently.
Yeah.
Because, we can't let our children, be themselves. We have to, just, I'm infuriated. It's,
It's
It
so...
makes me so angry because, like, this country is terrible. You want to know where I want to move to? I want to move to Iceland because you know what? At least they love the gay people. So,
I would be okay with moving to like England,
yes.
Scotland, maybe not Ireland. I mean, it looks cool. It's a little too, what do you call it? Barren for me.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just so stupid. I saw a meme though that would like made me die. I can't. I gotta find it. I think
While
my
you
wife.
find it.
Oh no, I have no idea where it is.
Oh,
It's deep, whatever. I think it was a couple weeks ago. But long story short, it was like this Englishman that was like, "Ah, told you you'd be back," and I'm like, "That's hilarious."
wow. Ah,
Like, oh God. Anyway, sorry about the political tangent, but go ahead. What's the next one? Let's go.
so the next email comes from someone by the name of Domda Furry. Now, I will kind of
That's
just put this out there. They are a minor. They state that they're 12 years old. I'm not going to go much further into the email
so
itself.
cute.
It's cute that they're listening to us, but the request that they're asking is helping them find groups or furry groups around them. They even gave us where
I
they're
see.
like their city and their zip code. Now, so I think it's great that you want to look for other groups, but you need to realize that you are a minor. You're 12 years old. This is not something that you should be looking into right now. You should be kind of just doing 12-year-old things. Also, because you're a minor, we can't really help you out in this particular area because there's so much red tape and
Yeah.
it's not a topic I really want to touch when it comes to like this particular thing. So
No, I get that. I mean, for one, I am super happy that like,
you're
you
emailing
have,
us and you're listening,
yeah, that
but
you're
at the same
listening.
time, and like you're 12, and some of the topics we go over are not necessarily 12-year-old friendly.
No, not always, but again, like, hey, glad you're listening to us, and I'm glad that you have found, acceptance and community in the furry fandom because I mean that's at its core, that's what the furry fandom is just like a lot of acceptance and like, community and friendship. That's what it is at its core. So
But I mean, a lot of like furry groups that meet up in person or online and stuff, a lot of them are around the ages of 17 and 18.
yes.
So you need to be aware that even if you are going to try to join one where there's a lot of people in there, chances are you're not going to be accepted. Not because they don't want to, but it's more or less because of, depending on what
They're
country you
being
live in,
careful.
laws. And yeah, you're being
Yeah,
careful. So,
being very careful. So
but thanks for emailing.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Your next one.
Sweet.
Your next one comes from Pineapple Dragon.
Yeah, I
Yolji
was just gonna
Pineapple
say,
Dragon.
ooh, that sounds like an alcoholic drink.
Ooh.
Like a fruity drink you would get like at a gay bar or something. Or oh my god, have you ever been to Anthrocon?
No.
Oh my
It's in
god.
Pittsburgh.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
It's on the other side of the freaking country.
I know it's close. It's closer to me. It's like
Have you ever been?
away. I have in 2016. So
Oh.
the bar is not there anymore, unfortunately. It was called Tonic. And when I went in 2016, I actually went with my brother. My brother's a furry, so hooray. He's a caribou. His name is Prancer. So
Cute.
cute, I know. So we went together to Anthrocon in 2016, and it was wonderful. We ended up visiting this bar. It was called Tonic, and they had furry-themed drinks. And that was actually, I was 21. I was fresh 21, okay? And so I had my first drink at this at this bar right outside of Anthrocon with furry-themed drinks. And the drink that I chose, it was called Yif Me Berry Hard.
Wow.
I was like, oh my god. But no, we had a lot of fun there. We stayed for like 2 days and it was great. I haven't been back since and I've been dying to get back there. I am going to really try and shoot to go next year because I really want to go to a convention again. It's been too long and I want to be with my people.
I'm going to be going to, well, there's a local one that I'm going to tomorrow, but
What?
the big
Let's
one
go.
that I'll be going to is Biggest Little Fur Con in
Oh,
October.
BLFC.
Yeah, BLFC.
Nice.
So I'll be going there. It's a really long one too because they decided to do it during the weekdays, which is interesting because a con during the week, and it's not even during like a big season too. It's like end of fall into winter. So it's just really odd time. But
that is a weird time.
Because they're doing it during the week, that means more convention space and lower hotel rates. So it kind of works out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, if I had the time and like the monies and stuff, I would totally go. Cause like, oh my God.
I am pitching an idea to Dear Dog to have her design a one-of-a-kind straight from the muzzle backpack, and which that I will wear all around the con. And all you would have to do theoretically is scan this QR code, and it would enter you for a chance to win it. And then what I would essentially do is put like gifts and things that I would buy in the dealer's den, so you can have like prizes and stuff. So I thought about doing this like once. I think I'll call this like the 2023 BLFC edition.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just like make special editions each time someone goes to a con or whatever.
Oh my God. I want one. That's so cool.
It's a pretty cool backpack that I found. I'm like, this is perfect. It's a canvas backpack. And I'm like,
Nice.
I would love to wear this. This would be so much fun. So
that would be really fun, and like just fill it with all kinds of like goodies that like you collect like at the convention. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. What the heck?
It's a great idea because one, it's useful.
Amazing.
I can use it. And two, it's a great marketing because it's all over the place. And then
oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, no, if we end up doing this, I will definitely for sure like try to get to Anthrocon like next year, and then like we could get the Anthrocon edition, and then like I could do that. Oh my God, because I'm like literally like 2.5 hours away from Pittsburgh, so like yes, holy crap,
Find the link for this.
That's so cool.
Okay, so go ahead. So your next email is from Pineapple Dragon.
Pineapple Dragon. So they say, hey, a straight from the muzzle gang. Says, I'm Pineapple. I'm a big fan of your podcast. I started listening a while ago, but only really started listening to it consistently during January of this year. Says, I love listening to your show while washing dishes at work. Nice. Says it gives me something to think about while doing such a mindless task. No, I totally get it. Says I love all the hosts' personalities and the banter between everyone. I'm only on season 6 right now. Says, but I'm catching up in the next couple months. Says originally I wanted to wait till I caught up to send y'all an email, but I figured might as well send y'all one now while I'm thinking about it. Says never thought I'd enjoy a podcast so much, but Straight from the Muzzle has proven that wrong. Says thank you. Oh my God, that's awesome. That's really cool.
I find that a lot of people like really, really enjoy our podcast. Just I'm not sure what the reason is for it, but they just really love it. And I've looked at other podcasts out there, other furry ones, and I've tried listening to it, and it rubs me the wrong way. And every time I listen to ours, I can just like listen to it and then just kind of plug away at work and just totally enjoy listening to it.
I think what makes ours a little different, I think one, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. And I know like other people have like chemistry and like whatnot when they do podcasts, but I think like ours has, I think, a more like deeply rooted like history and has a more, I think, chemistry sort of feel because everybody gets along without, you know, with like one another, and we all just kind of bounce off of one another so naturally. Like it is, because it is really easy to listen to, because I've also listened to a couple other podcasts and it's like, it just doesn't hit the same. I don't know. I could be biased, but like, I really do love our podcast, and it makes me, I love that other people love it too. Because sometimes I'm like, do people even listen to like our stuff? So actually, fun fact, my therapist wants to listen sometimes.
Oh, fun.
Because I mentioned that like the podcast a couple times, and she's like, "Oh my God, I keep forgetting. I gotta listen to you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, I told her, I'm like, I'm not in every episode. I said, but like, I am in a couple. I'm like, I can send you a couple. I said, just mind you, it is a furry one. So I was
right now. Paradox isn't, or not Paradox. You're Paradox.
I am Paradox.
Sparrow isn't always available, and so because your availability is a lot better, it's been a lot more easier for me to kind of have you on as a host, and so you've actually become one of the main hosts now. So like the main hosts is usually myself and Sparrow, and then we have our secondary hosts, which are Dear Dog, you, and Ruby, but. Mm-hmm. That's kind of since changed. Since like early spring and into summer, you've now gone from secondary to primary host, essentially.
Thanks. Honestly, it's because of just one, I have more availability and it's easier for me to, I guess, be more involved and more part of the podcast now, because I just have a better living situation, and I'm not going to like have a screaming mom in the background. So it's great.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to be more involved in I can't talk just really excited to be in here and just doing things, and it's great.
And
So-
we're going to be having a new person join in soon.
oh,
I probably should have told you guys all this. I think I did.
I
Their
think
name
you
is
did.
their name is
Yeah.
Bix Blue. They're in the chat,
Oh, nice.
but I believe they're going into college for like communications and journalism of sorts, or podcasting, and they need to have some sort of like internship or no, I don't want to restart right
Volunteer
now.
sort of thing.
Computer's like, do you want to restart now after your update? No, I'm in the middle of something. Hello. But they also expressed interest on wanting to work with us. And so I thought, oh, why not? And they're going to be moving down to Salt Lake soon anyway. So I'm like, this will be perfect. I can actually meet this person in person for once.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I've known you for so long, but I need to meet you like in person. Also, I think I might cry because I love you so much. You're amazing. So
Stop it.
I seriously, I'd be like, oh my god, it's
I mean, okay, just knowing my voice, and maybe hopefully you haven't seen all my pictures. How tall and big do you think I am?
So I mean, I know what you look like, and I know like
Okay.
I-
I'm a big guy.
I listen. I love big guys.
Okay,
they're
good.
great. They're so. What do you mean? Okay, good. Listen, listen here. When I was dating men, okay, listen, I had two boyfriends, okay, and
Yeah.
the first boyfriend was very skinny, and we didn't last very long. Okay, the second boyfriend was tall, and big chunk. I was like, yes, and I was like, this is peak. I'm like, hooray. And now I have a wife she's about the same height, but is a little chunky, but I love it. Like, oh my God.
Because you can hug them, right?
Yes. Oh my God. It's so cuddly and warm and soft. And I love it. So like,
I hate when I go to like hug someone and there's like pencil skinny and I'm like falling around them. I'm like, bro, you need to be more like a red forest. What are they called? They're the big red. Oh my God. I don't even know what this is. The freaking forest in Pacific. What is it called?
I don't know.
The red forest? I don't know. Give me a second here. They're the really big ones.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I can't remember. I
Big
don't know.
pine trees. I'm literally Googling this right now.
Like just to clarify, like we're not body shaming. You are beautiful just the way you are. But like me, preference wise, like I just like bigger people. Me myself, I'm not like super skinny, but I'm not very chunky. I got a little bit. I got like a muffin top, I like to call it. So like I like to. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my preference. But anyway, so I remember you telling me that you're tall, and I know you've mentioned your height at some point in time. I can't remember what. You have to be at least like 6 foot something.
They're called sequoias. That's what I was thinking of. Sequoias. They're like huge trees. I am 6'5".
See, I was gonna say like 6'3" to 6'4" or something. So I was look up and it would say, I am
Such a struggle to find out what kind of tree that was.
Oh my gosh.
God.
I'm 5'3" on a good day, and I'm 150 like something pounds. So I guess I'm small. I don't know. I can't remember how much you said you weighed. I don't know. I just know that you're a nice, big, fluffy man, and I love you.
I'm embarrassed to say that I weigh about 390.
Shh, that's okay. You're just a bear.
I'm trying to lose weight, but it's really not going as fast as I'd like it to. But
I get it. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
See, if we lived closer, I'd be like, all right, let's go. We're going to go work out.
I'd be okay with that.
See? It's funny because, like, I want to work out, but, like, I have trouble giving myself motivation. But, like, if somebody else needs motivation to, like, to do the same thing, I'm like, let's go. We're going to do it. Come on. Let's do it. Like, come on. And, like, I don't know. I'm really good at being a hype person.
I need more of that.
I try.
All right. Our next email is from, well, they don't have it. They didn't specify their name.
Scale.
Argonite Scalewalker. Such a badass name.
It's dope, and I need to know because it says Argonite. So, like, when I think of I don't know. It looks like a Pokemon from, like, their little picture that they have, or, like, a hybrid Pokemon. And I'm like, man, Arcanine is my boy. So, like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, is this an Arcanine and Dragonite, like, hybrid-looking thing? But then I see, like, the blue wings, and I think, like, Charizard. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Also, they have to be, like, a Star Wars fan because, come on, Scalewalker. I love it.
I mean, one of my personal emails, which I don't mind if you guys know it, it's Jedi Knight Space. So it's really cool. Every time I see something cool like that, I'm like, oh, that's so neat.
And then here's me. I changed mine on my Telegram, and my Twitter is Sith Lord Star. So
Nice.
I probably need to alter that now, because now it's not Star anymore. It's Paradox. So we'll figure it out.
I think all of if you want to find me, it's at Jedi Knight Space. So, and
It's
it's
been Jedi Knight for a
KNIGHT.
while.
Yeah, it has been. That's generally the one that I use.
That's fine.
So Scalewalker says, I don't really have anyone to ask this for personal reasons, but recently I've wanted to start making little cardboard masks of dragons, lizards, etc. I'm seeing if there's any tips or tricks people would know. Sorry if this is seriously off topic or if this is just a waste of your time. Either way, I love your podcast and topics you cover. Never a waste of our time.
Oh my gosh.
So one idea that you can do as far as like making a mask of like a dragon or a lizard is sometimes what you could do is you can go to like Michael's or Joann's and they have like preset masks. They're just like the plastic ones. But then what you could do is you could use that as a base and then create a face shape of a dragon or a lizard out of cardboard. And you could just do like hot glue or whatever glue works for you or tape and kind of just work your way around that. That's one way you could go.
I know that people get really, really creative, like just cardboard. Like, I don't know how in the world you guys do that, but like, it's really cool. Some of the crazy stuff that people can make, like just out of like scrap cardboard. People have made lots of like really lightweight cosplay, like armor and stuff with cardboard. And I'm like,
yeah.
I wish I could do that. I know that, oh my God, I'm going to reference the 2016 Anthrocon again, but like, I don't know if you would know this, and there's probably a handful of people that might listen to the podcast that know what this is. It is an old anime sort of thing, but it came out like on Cartoon Network years ago, okay? At least 20 plus years ago, okay? It was called Zoids, okay? And they are so freaking cool. They still remain like one of my favorite things ever, but these Zoids were actually these giant mecha animals with like guns on them, and these people would get into like the cockpits of them, ride around, and they'd fight each other and like in these battles, and it was so freaking dope. But anyway, this person at the con actually made the model was a Liger Zero like face, like cardboard mask, and it looked like the actual like mecha, it's a Liger's head. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, that's so cool. And then like their friend came up, and like their friend had like another, and I had a different one, and it was a command wolf. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, you guys are Zoids and it's freaking amazing. So yeah. Just that's really cool. So I don't have any personal tips, but you said Michael's, that's a good one. I know that TikTok is really good for tutorials and cardboard like crafty thingies like that too.
Yeah.
So check that. Also YouTube.
There's a guy on Twitter, and I just sent that link to you. If you are on Twitter, I highly recommend following them just because it's really cute what they're doing. Their ad is at HB Sprites, and what they've done is they've created a deer fursuit head made out of paper and cardboard, and it's done all pixelated like, and it's super cute.
Oh, I see it. Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah. So it's really cool.
It's kind of like a Minecraft thing. That's cool.
So I'll send a link to them so that they can see that. But yeah, if you ever end up doing something like that, will you just send a picture of us of your progress? I'd love to see it.
Yes.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Yes. Okay, your next one comes from Kayleen.
Yes, Kayleen. That's really cool. So first off, I guess Kayleen has a Bernese Mountain Dog persona, which that's dope. I love like specific dog breed personas and not just like your typical ones like Huskies or...
I'm a Husky.
Or like what is it? A collie or something. Like those are cool.
I'm a Border Collie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Like I'm a Border Collie Husky mix. Like, cool. Would you like a trophy? But no.
Would you like a starter Pokemon?
Would you like a starter? That is great. Oh my God. It's like, wait, oh no, there's one that's on TikTok. It's like, nope, you can't help them. It's a canon event. You have to start out as like a husky or a fox or a wolf. Let's like choose. Yeah, you're right. Choose your starter Pokemon.
That's basically what it is.
Oh my God. Anyway, so this person has a persona. It's a Bernese Mountain Dog named Kayleen, and that's dope. So hooray for dog breed specifics. Says that they've been in the fandom for only a year. Oh, a baby fur. This is the way that they got through. Oh wait, the way that they got. Okay, I can't read. I'm sorry. It
Oh, the
says
way
that
they got in was through
thank you.
animation
The
memes.
animation memes. Okay,
Yeah.
a few years ago, I could not thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Listen, it was really bad earlier. I could not. This is, but I didn't really understand what a furry was. This is, I've been listening for a little bit. This is, I really like the podcast. I've learned a lot from it, and it's entertaining to listen to while doing other things. See, there's another one. It says, I hope you have a great day. Bye. But yeah, so like, again, there's another example of people that just like to listen to our podcast that, you know, they're just doing other mundane things.
I've seen people, they'll email us saying that they will work on fursuiting or working on like making a fursuit while they're listening to our podcast, or they'll draw art while they're listening. So it's generally like our podcast is one of those, like, it's a good listen and it's just something that you can like have on in the background or in the forefront and just enjoy listening to it. There's no ads. There's no added little like sound bites here and there. No bells and whistles. It's just good content and enjoyable.
Lots of tangents.
Lots of tangents. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll do it, but I considered making like a side like podcast, either with just me or me and somebody else, but like it's just side tangents of whatever, and then just be called Distracted Tangent.
I would listen to that.
Like me with my ADHD, and then like I don't know, I feel like it would be better with another person to like just bounce off of and just like, you know, get that ball really going. But yeah, it would just be Distracted Tangent. That's it. Haven't jumped on it at all, like, but I've considered it. So.
I'd help produce it, get you going.
That would be fun. Just help host it. That'll just be our Distracted Tangent hour.
Hey, we have a separate podcast besides this one.
This is just a compilation of us just being distracted and talking about anything and everything.
Yes, that would be so great.
God. It would be. We could totally do it.
We should just test it out, test the waters.
We could, even if we wanted to, like, we don't have to make it like a furry one, but if we really wanted to, we could do some sort of like wordplay on distracted and tangent or something.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Our next email comes from Zen. I'm just going to call them Zen. I have a good suggestion for a guest. Finn the Panther. He runs the podcast called Furry Explained. I saw your episode with the creator of Furry Trash, and I thought it would be a cool show idea. By the way, my persona name is Starburst. Oh, shoot. Sorry, not Zen. They're Starburst. He is my own original species called MeowXOW. So
well, now I have to look
Meow Meow, Meowzow. Just thought I'd shoot an email. Bye. That's it.
Bye.
I've thought about it. I think I've reached out to Finn saying, hey, would you want to be a guest? But I never followed up on it.
I want to know what the original species looks like. Send the email of a picture. I want to see it.
I do get a lot, every once in a while, I'll hear people talk about how they have an original species, and Sparrow, no, I don't want you to restart right now. God.
I'm sorry. I just want to be refreshed.
Go away.
Okay, bye.
They'll be like, I have an original species. It's this and this. It's a hybrid. I'm like, but a hybrid isn't an original species. An original species is something that doesn't already exist and you're creating or making it into something. Like, that's an original species.
I mean, I think you could probably take like characteristics from like already existing animals.
Which you could,
like,
yeah. But you would still need to like make it so definitive that you couldn't be like, oh, well, that's taken from a bear. You would need to like create your own qualities so that wouldn't necessarily be like, oh yeah, that's totally a bear or whatever.
Right.
It's hard to do.
It's extremely hard to do. Like you have to have a very wide imagination for it.
The next email comes from Danica.
This one has a picture with it.
It's assuming a fursuit.
Hold up, you have a TikTok? I'm gonna look you up right now. Gotta find you, and I will follow you.
I don't have a TikTok yet.
I have.
You know, I've been like, I have a TikTok account, but I don't use it. I don't really have the energy to want to do anything with it. And I kind of feel like these, like nowadays in the fandom, to really be anyone or to be something in the fandom, you have to have like a TikTok at this point.
I mean, no, I get that. I mean, TikTok really just kind of took off, and I understand why people don't like it, but I mean, me personally, I like it. I probably spend too much time on it, but I'm
more of an Instagrammer is what I am.
No, I get that. I mean, I just don't think Instagram likes me. What just touched me? That was a cat. Okay, it's fine. God. What was I saying? My brain. Oh my God, it left me.
You were going to read the email. That's what you
I
were saying.
was. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. See, we're distracting and tangenting.
Yes.
Okay, so Danica or Danny says, before we start, I want to say that my pronouns are they, them. Okay, cool. 17-year-old beginner fursuit maker. Hold on. Did you make this?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's dope. I'm not even like, I didn't read anything else in the podcast. Like, I'm going to look at, like, because, wow. That's pretty good. Like if you were just like, 17 and like really just starting out, that's really
I'd say that's pretty
so
good.
good.
Because I've seen some beginner fursuit heads and they're pretty awful. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, true. Honestly, like some of your really great fursuit makers, like if you look at like some of their first ever suits, like, ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, this looks really good. I have, again, so beginning fursuit maker says that they have been listening to the podcast for a few months now and just want to say that it is absolutely amazing. So I listen to it when I do my hour drive to
TAFE?
What's TAFE? I'm not sure what it is. Maybe that's their job. I don't know. You have an hour-long drive. Oh my God. Anyway, says I also listen to you when I'm creating my first fursuit. Oh, cool. She isn't 100% done. Gonna do the hair poof and eyelids. Plus, she could have a tongue and better teeth. Okay, but I wanted to share her with you guys. Cool. Their Sona is a Kelpie. Name's Danica. Okay, cool. Says that they wore her to Comic-Con for the first time and it was amazing. Says that they got to meet people from the Nut House Perth meetup group.
So they're from Australia.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. So for the first time, so many normies were wanting I love it. Wanting photos, and the little kids were running up to us. That's awesome. Kids love fursuits. Okay, I should clarify. Kids love or they hate fursuits. Like if they love them, they're gonna run up and hold on to your tail because they're gonna pull it. Says it was the most amazing first fursuiting experience. Says the furry fandom has helped me so much through the years. I will suffer. I'm sorry. You will suffer. No, don't. Says I still suffer from depression, but it's moments like that really make me happy. They say that they also adore how they can express themselves easily as they have always struggled since they're autistic. Nice. Not that you're autistic, but like also nice that you're. Anyway, God.
Wow.
I see. They say in the email, it's like, sorry, I'm rambling. Like here I am actually rambling. I'm so sorry.
So I looked it up. I looked up what TAFE was.
Yeah.
Now that I know it's Australia, it is technical and further education. It's a vocational education program.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, that's awesome. 10 out of 10. Like your fursuit looks amazing. And
yeah, your fursuit is adorable.
I would totally commission them. Like that is so cool. If you ever decide to open up commissions, like in the near future, I got you. Like, I kind of want like a custom random character, like artistic liberty. Like, show me what you got. Like this is really amazing. I love it.
And I'd love to know like where you learned to do it too. So if you have any like tips and tricks that I can pass on to other younger fursuit makers that are learning just like you are, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Who's next? J Bean. All right. From J Bean.
You can have this one.
Yeah, it's a long one. I see why. Okay. I don't know if you guys still utilize this email to talk to fans. I'm a fairly new listener who started beginning of the podcast. Listen, we're doing better. I prefer to be called Athens online and use they, he, they pronouns. I have technically been in the fandom for about 8 years, but to varying degrees. Recently, I had a resurgence of my interest in the community, and I think that's been a good outlet for me. I found your podcast through this patch of my life, and honestly, it's meant a lot to me, even though I have only listened to you guys for a small amount of time. I've just started season 3 when finishing up work as when I'm writing this. I have been in an ongoing state of depression from being overwhelmed between juggling work full-time and going to college part-time, as well as trying to squeeze in other parts of my life. Been definitely a struggle. And although I do also see a therapist, I have found that the furry community to be an amazing outlet for me during this time. The podcast has been very great for me for the first time in a while now. I've been able to genuinely laugh and smile when I listen while I'm at work, and that has been so important to me. During this time, I have also decided to commission a fursuit of my Sona, Mesa Santiago, a Dutch angel dragon. I have found a less established maker on Instagram who I'm excited to support and see Mesa Santiago come to life. I do definitely have a hard time expressing myself in any way right now, since my life has been work and schoolwork, sleep, and repeat without having time for myself. I think the suit will be very impactful for me as a way to break out of my routine by going on planned outings. I also struggle with a dissociative disorder, which causes a lot of confusion about exactly who I am, and having this suit to act in, I believe, will give me some peace as I can just be them at that time. This email is really quite long, but I thank you as well as the community as a whole for helping me get through this difficult time. I was going to cry a little bit.
I know, me too. It's so sweet.
I feel you. As far as being in depression, I also see a therapist.
Especially with the juggling part.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard.
You know, I can't stress enough how nice it is to go see a therapist, because you can literally just dump all of your problems that are currently on your mind on them, and they help you organize it and then get through it. Like, it's just amazing. For the longest time, I'm like, I don't need a therapist. I can do this. Not a big deal. But I can't do this. And it is a big deal. So it's just, I can't stress. It's such a good thing to have a therapist. They help you get through some of the hardest times, which is really nice.
I definitely agree. I see my therapist every Tuesday, or almost every Tuesday. There's some things like holidays and whatnot. But anyway, she's been wonderful. I've been seeing her for it's going on 2 years, and I can see it, like the amount of progress that I have made since before seeing like a therapist and to now. It's amazing. Like when I really sit down and I think about it, I'm like, wow, I have really grown like as a person. I'm healing. I feel better about myself. Like, and I'm still working through a lot because I've been through quite a lot. And like I still continue to like uncover things about myself and like about like my past and like really even current things that like stress me out. And like having a therapist, like she is amazing. We've developed a really good like relationship with each other, and I am super thankful. It's done me wonders. So if you are on the fence of seeing a therapist or not, I say give it a try. And I will tell you, if you don't like the current therapist that you're seeing, it is perfectly fine to go find a new one. Sometimes I can't stress how important it is to find a therapist that like really you really click with, because seeing a therapist and talking to somebody should be easy. It shouldn't be difficult. So
it shouldn't be. I'm glad that like our podcast has helped you feel better about yourself and just kind of feel better in all, like in general, and that the community's been there with you as well. So that's really important. I also thank you for reaching out to us and emailing. I know that topics like this can be really difficult to address either just in person or even in an email. So I always feel like it's really brave of someone to come out and be like, this is what I'm going through, but I'm working through it. And then, you know, they always just say like, thank you. And I just appreciate stuff like that.
I agree. I definitely agree. There was something else I was going to say and I can't remember.
I do want to know what Mesa looks like. So if you have a Sona that's already been created or you've drawn one, please let me see it, because I would love to see what this fursuit is going to eventually look like.
Just send us your personas. I just want to look at them. Just want to look at them. Give me a short little like blurb of lore. Actually, we could probably make that an episode. Be like, hey, this is this so and so persona, and this is their lore. This is what they do. Like a short, like 3.
Did you say this is their vor?
No, their lore.
Oh,
No,
their lore.
their lore. Oh my god, no, their lore. Space.
I didn't know. It sounded like you said vor, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the right direction we want to go with this response.
No, with an L. Their backstory. I was being fun with backstory and by saying lore. Like, oh my god.
Water pipe.
Don't die.
I'm good.
I can't save you. I'm way over in Ohio. Felix!
Oh, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. In our main chat, I guess someone who was really active, I won't say who they are, but they were really active in the group. And then I guess one day they asked what vor was, and they got an answer. No. And I reached out to Deer Dog and I'm like, hey, have you heard from so-and-so? And they're like, no, the last time they asked something was about vor. And then they never responded after that. And I'm like, she's like, I guess they didn't like the answer. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I tried to reach out to them and they never responded back. So I don't know if they're just like a dead account or whatever, but it
They
was just
found out what
really.
vor was, and they just noped out of the fandom entirely.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean,
I mean, you just like to eat.
okay, essentially that's what it is. Vor is furry cannibalism. That's what it is.
Oh, weird. Anyway.
Anyways,
Okay. So the next one that we have, their name is Shadowheart. Side note, I used that name for a while, but like when I was like 10.
shadow farts.
Shadow farts. Oh my god. Those are the silent but deadly ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the silent but deadly farts shadow farts now.
Shadow farts.
That's so funny. Anyway, Shadowheart's a dope name. I used it when I was like 10, I think. I named like a white tiger Shadowheart for whatever reason, and then I used it for a while. But anyway, it says that they've recently had trouble with their parents, with them being a furry. Dude, I get it. It says that they've tried explaining it to them, but they just don't really understand it the way that they do. That they can't talk that they do. They honestly think it's a mental disorder. Ooh, maybe it is. I really don't care. Says I just hate having to put on a fake mask around them, hiding my true self. They don't see the positive things us furries do. Says, but I still love them to death more than anything. So there's that. Sorry about laying this on you, but I have no one else to talk to. Says, by the way, I love y'all's podcast. I really appreciate it. Says, well, that's all, folks. And upside down smiley face. It says, you're sincerely, sincerely your fan, Shadowheart. So, dude, I get it. I understand. Not everybody is as fortunate to have supportive, parents and whatnot. And people really just do not understand that it's the small percentage of the group of furries like within the fandom that ruin it for everybody. It always gets blown up because honestly, a good at least 90% of the fandom, and I've mentioned this earlier, is mostly just about community and friendship and creativity. I mean, we are the only fandom as far as I know, that is based off of nothing but pure creativity. That's it. Like, we're not based off of a movie, a TV show, a book, nothing. We kind of branch off into different fandoms. Like, there's the My Little Pony fandom. You have people that are really into the Lion King, and stuff like that. Like, things that have anthropomorphic animals or something of that nature in there, and they just kind of converge it into the furry fandom. We're not based on anything. We're just based on solely creativity, and that's what the furry fandom is. And honestly, hey, every furry convention, I think, donates the majority of their proceedings to charity. So, ha!
But at the same time, kind of if I had to think about it as a parent, I think I've pointed this out before on a few episodes. It's not that they hate the fandom, and I think a lot of people think that their parents hate the fandom. I think it's just as parents are worried because they don't want to see their kid go down this road that they don't know about. It's like when you give an old person a brand new smartphone, they don't really know how to work it because it's strange to them. It's not something that's familiar. And I think that's kind of like how parents react to it. So they get worried. They think, oh, I've heard of this thing named furry. I've heard a friend talk about it. It's bad. And so that's what they're thinking of. And they're going into protection mode and they're just trying to protect you. I wouldn't necessarily say that they hate it unless they've physically come out and said, yeah, I hate the fandom. But I think that's generally what parents are thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say most parents think that way. I mean,
my mom did. I mean, but I was I was 20 something when I came out, and she called me up to her and she's like, that's those from, what was it? From CSI Las Vegas, they talked about the furries. And I'm like, I stopped to her in a moment. I'm like, you do know that CSI is not a real show, right? Everything that they talk about is depictions off of blown out of proportion things that they come up with. And she's like, well, and I'm like, just let me do my thing. Just get over it. And eventually she just got over it.
This is something that I will give my own mother credit for, just a smidgen of it, because anyway, we have mommy issues. But no, when I came out as a furry, it sounds weird to say come out as a furry, but anyway,
it's not a thing. Coming out of furry is not a thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not a thing. I mean, it's I guess it's the easiest thing to say it with, but I guess it maybe better would just be hey, I'm interested in this. This is hey mom, I have this interest and it's a little weird and kind of like out of pocket, like maybe. And she was just like, oh, okay. She's like, well, you've drawn like, animal characters your whole life, so okay. And she's like, and also your older brother is, into that too, so that's probably also where it came from. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, as long as you're not doing any drugs or having sex or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. And like that was it. So like, and that was like I was a teenager, so I was like, hey mom, I like these. And like what she thought, like the costumes and like the fursuits and stuff were really cute. So like, I mean, she was okay with it. So like I said, that's like one small smidgen of something that she was okay with. So I don't think that my dad quite understands what it is. My dad is just an old crotchety hillbilly.
Flat earther.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we love my dad, but he's special. So like he knows he's aware of it kind of, but we just don't talk about it cuz like he's just a little hard to talk to. But anyway, but I totally get like, parents that don't understand or don't support things. It's kind of on the same with I guess like coming out as gay or trans or something like that. It's kind
You're
of on
gay.
that. I am gay. You're gay. Did you know that?
I did. But I needed to hear it from you.
Okay. Well, I support you and I love you.
Oh, thank you. I support you and I love you.
Thank you.
Oh.
And we love and support you, Shadowheart.
I'm going to move on to our next email.
Sounds good.
From someone because they want to be remained anonymous.
Anonymous.
Can you guys do an episode about everything that is always present at a con? Just want to know for the future. Sincerely, from someone. It's quite almost literally what they wrote. So
I love it. From someone.
We could definitely do that. It'll be an interesting, things that are always present at a con, con staff, furries, people.
Now, is this just a furcon or is this just conventions in general?
I think it's probably both. So we could easily rope both items into one particular episode.
True. Now, I think like instead of like the obvious things, like what is something that's like kind of offhanded that would be always present at a con?
Attention, like absolutely needs attention all the time for suitors.
There's always that one guy that's just in the convention somewhere and he just looks scroungy and smells bad.
Yeah, there's always that one. Always.
Yes, but like there's always like a couple of them, but like there's always that one like just absolute like the king of like scroungy smell. Like that's them. And they're always like, where's my hug at, guy? That's always the one. They're always like, where's my hug at?
There's always that person or persons that has no money and they beg for it.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh,
$5.
Always.
No.
Oh, I don't have a room. Can I room with you? No.
Absolutely not.
Hell no. You came to a con without a plan? What's wrong with you?
But yeah, we could totally do an episode like that.
Absolutely.
That'd be really cool.
There's always that one person that does like a panel and it's always about like something like Convention 101 or it's always like, how to be a better person. And then it's run by someone who doesn't like how to emote or be energetic or they're like introverts. There's always a panelist that's an introvert trying to be an outrovert and it just doesn't work.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Something that in the two conventions that I've been to, I unfortunately didn't get one from the second one, but the first convention I went to was actually a My Little Pony convention. It was super fun. But
Malibu Barbie, is that what you said?
No, My Little Pony.
Oh, My Little Pony.
Oh my god. No, yeah, it was a My Little Pony convention and it was really fun. It was in Columbus and I can't remember what the hell it was called. Anyway, but something that they had is it was like two children and they were just sitting in the middle of like the convention floor and they were just giving out free drawings of your favorite My Little Pony character. And it was really cool because Anthrocon had it too, but like Anthrocon is so big, there was so much like stuff going around that like a lot of times there's like these children that are like younger people that are like, I'll draw your character for free or like for $1 or something. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I think I Oh god, I don't know if I have it still. I should still have it, but I think I still have that drawing of Fluttershy that these two little girls drew for me, and it's
Oh,
so cool. It's one of my favorite things ever. I hope to God I still have it. But yeah.
like there's always those people that never made it into the dealer's den or artist alley, and they're always in the like hallway, like,
Yep.
and they look like they're sketching away, and they never look at you.
Yep.
That's what drives me. Okay, there's always a booth at in the artist alley and dealer's den where all the artists never make eye contact with you
Yep.
because they're all so focused on drawing. And I'm like, you're not gonna make eye contact with me. Why would I want to buy your crap?
Oh,
I'm
you must
serious.
just look at me for 3 seconds. Okay, done. Cool. That's all I
That's
ask.
like one of my biggest things. It's like, okay, if you're gonna run a booth, you need to have someone with you who's going to engage with someone. But they're always on their
I do
phone
agree.
or they're always eating something off to the side, but they're never like engaged with the people that are coming to like buy things with them. It drives me nuts.
See, this is when they should just bring me to their booth and I like I
I will talk to
I
everyone. I will sell
yes,
your shit.
I
There's
do
my
the
other swear word.
same. Oh, well, like maybe we should just limit it to two. We can have
Two.
two.
We've upped it to two unless we swear
Up to
again.
two. If we swear one more time, our maximum is 3, and that's it.
We should move on to the next episode or not episode.
The next episode.
We should move on to the next email.
This is just going to be a long episode, and that's okay. Um,
From Brooklyn.
from Brooklyn. Okay, so it says, "Hi, my name is Brooklyn, and I've been a listener of your podcast for a few months now, and I saw your tweet asking for stories from the trans community, so here's mine." Ooh, I like this. It
Ooh.
says, "I started realizing I was trans around a year ago. I started thinking of how I would look in dresses and other feminine clothing a lot and wishing I didn't have the body I have right now." It says, "I told myself I was non-binary for a while, but it didn't feel right still." Says, "It wasn't still until Stormy the Wolf." That's the person I keep trying to get onto our podcast. Bug them. I need them on here because they're really
She won't respond to us.
I know.
They're too popular.
I
And they won't
guess.
even give us the time of day.
It's sad because like their content is really cool. I followed them for a while anyway, so it wasn't until Stormy the Wolf, who needs to get on our podcast, realized her coming out story on YouTube that it finally clicked in my mind that I was trans femme. Okay. Says that was, like I said, a year ago now, and I just told my best friend today, and she was really supportive about it, and I loved that she was. Says, "I still haven't told my parents because I'm waiting a little longer when I start HRT, but I hope they accept it." It says, "Anyway, that's my story. I absolutely love this podcast. You and Bean's conversations are always a blast to listen to." It says, "Thank you for letting me share my story. You have a wonderful day." My heart, I feel this email really hardcore because I myself am questioning like my gender identity and whatnot, and like I felt very drawn to like trans masculine, and I am actually very heavily considering starting HRT, or at least like a low dose, because there are some things that I would like to change about myself, because I know that like while starting testosterone, like you get a little bit like your voice deepens a little bit, which like I hate my voice. I think it's just too high.
What?
Yes. Yes, listen, I hate my voice. And also like
No.
I hate it so much. Thank you. But I do. I
At least you don't sound gay. Be glad about that. That's the one thing I can't stand is like lesbians and bisexuals don't have a what do you call it? An accent where the gays do.
gay
And it's
accent.
like, ugh.
They do. Actually, it's funny because like, well, he's now my ex-coworker because I had got a new job. But anyway, his name is Mark, and I love him so much. He's very gay. He's an older gay man, and I don't know how anybody like just assumed this man was straight because he just has the gay accent. And I'm like, oh, this is a gay man, and I love it. I'm like, oh, I love him, but he's fantastic. But yeah. But anyway, so like I feel for this email in particular definitely resonates within me, and like it's just something that like I myself like growing up have like really struggled with, and like accepting who I am and whatnot. So like hooray, this year it's about discovering who I am, and we're 99% sure we are at least transmasculine because I do not want my titties. I want them off. Currently, I am actually wearing trans tape, which is wonderful. It flattens your chest, so hooray. It's also more comfortable and more breathable than a binder, so it's nice. Anyway.
I love playing with my male boobs. They're so much fun. The one
You-
thing I don't like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of women can understand, is boob sweat.
I hate boob sweat so much.
And it has a very distinct smell too. So like there's
Yes.
armpit sweat and you can tell BO, but then boob sweat smells like a zesty, like a sweet zesty smell. And it's not
Yes,
right.
I was okay. I was just gonna say it smells like sweet and off.
It smells like someone farted into your boob, like your boob area, and then it just sat there and it got warm and and moist. It's just not. I know it's not. I'm trying to explain like the best thing to really yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like you took like one of those, oh, what do you call them? It's like they're not, are they bear claws? Like the donut like looking like pastry? It's like it's like you took one of those and you sat it out in the sun for a little bit, but then it rained right after.
Oh, yeah. It's just not good. It's not
It's
good.
not. And like it's everywhere and I hate it. Anyway.
Actually, I do take deodorant and I do like deodorize underneath my boobs just because I have to, because otherwise it gets really gross.
It does.
Ugh.
Gross.
All right, I'm going to move on to the next email.
Sounds good.
This next one comes from Gabby Lugnut, or Gably.
Oh my god, they're a roo.
They're actually in the chat, and we've become friends over time because we've just been chatting like left and right.
I need to be more active in the chat. I'm like really not.
They're super loving. I will just say that. They are so full of life. We'll just say that. But hi, I'm Gabbly Lugnut, the kangaroo. I love watching your show, and I actually have a person that I think you'd be interested in interviewing. His name is Darkwit. He's a furry sound designer, hypnotist, and voice actor. I've seen some of his commissioned sound work, and he's designed for, I don't know who this person is, Tabulae Fuzzamoris? I feel like a white person. I am a white person reading this, but I feel like just like the most Tabulae Fuzzamoris. Shoot.
Watch it be like Tabuli.
Taboo, yeah, it's probably what it is. Tabuli Fuzzamoris. Tabulae. And a whole bunch of other really big furry animators. Oh, they're animators. Shoot.
Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, Skitherix, or Crow, he goes by Crow now, says hi.
Hi.
I was telling him that we're recording right now.
Oh, Crow.
Let's see. I just saw him do a thing for Cake Inferno on YouTube. It'd be fun to talk to him and about sound designing furry shows and hypnosis or something. If you want, I can try and talk to him, or I can find his contact info, see if you're interested in talking. Yay, Gabbly! Is it Gabbly? It is Gabbly. I just want to say Gabby. Gabbly Lugnut. They're super cute. I love having them in chat. They're always chatting, and then, we chat back and forth as well, so it's fun. They also have a bear sona, too.
Nice.
They have a bear who's a bear. Here, I'll forward you their picture so you can see here.
Excuse me.
What was the name? I'm trying to remember what their name was. Ah, see, now I've touched my boob sweat and I can smell it. Oh!
Oh my god.
It's not going to go away until I take a shower. Ugh.
I showered earlier. I don't know why I had to announce that, but it's okay.
Let's go on to our next email.
Our next
Sudoku.
one. Sudoku.
They have a picture too.
Or is it Sudoku or is it Sudoku?
Sudoku?
Sudoku? Is
Sudoku? Sudoku.
I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
I've never heard it. How did you pronounce it?
Sudoku?
Sudoku? Sudoku?
Sudoku.
Tomato. Anyway.
Okay, yeah. Anyways.
Oh my god, they're a longtime fan since the days of Fur Media. Oh my god. I saw that like in the email. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so Sudoku, or however you said it, says that they've been a fursuit maker since 2015 and was the sole proprietor of Strut Your Fluff from 2020 to 2022. Says recently their career made a break when 21 pilots accepted their fursuit offer, like their offer of a fursuit as a gift. What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
How
Says the
awesome is
character's
that?
name is Ned. Oh my god, that's so cool. Says he has cooperated to the band in 2019. I built this mascot costume, photo attached. I'll look at that here in a second. As a fan project, says now my work will be officially property of Tyler Joseph and Joseph Dunn as of July. Cool. Says if this is a story straight from the muzzle would be interested in, let me know. Oh my god, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
This is longtime fan since for media and have wanted to be on the show for years. Yeah.
We watch you on the show.
Get over here.
Yes, please.
Oh, this is so cute. I love it. It looks like a little gremlin.
Even from like the For Media days, like I haven't had someone reference For Media in an email in so long. That's how I know that this
Oh
one's
my
like a
gosh.
longtime fan. This is a veteran.
This is a diehard, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I
you-
want to know, I have questions though.
okay.
So I want to know more about Strut Your Fluff. I know Strut Your Fluff. I think I tried Googling it and it was like a charity or something, but I want to know more about like your fursuit business at Strut Your Fluff. Did you sell it to someone? Did you decide not to do it anymore? Do you just kind of do your own projects? Do you have your like a new fursuit business? So that's kind of like what I wanted to know when I was reading this. And you know, of course, the fursuit they made.
There's a question that I've been meaning to ask you, and I never got to it, but we can. I don't know if you want me to ask it. It's something about For Media, and like I always wondered, but I don't remember if it was ever touched on or anything. Anyway, we can pickle this part out if you would like to. Whatever happened to Punya?
Oh, so I can answer this on this episode. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Punya, like, okay, so during the For Media days, I was really controlling of everything. I still am, but I've learned to be really flexible and understanding. And I feel like with Punya, there was a lot of things that were going on in her life that I just wasn't really understanding. And so there was like a falling out at one point because she just decided to go, you know, MIA out of nowhere. And I'm like, I can't just have you go MIA. I need you to talk to me. I need to figure out what's going on here. And I was always about For Media. And I never really put like her before For Media. And so it's my fault, but it's also her fault as well. That things
so
just
it's like a
didn't.
mutual thing.
Yeah, so it's like a mutual thing. Eventually, I was just like, you know, I think she either said, I just want to take time away. And I'm like, okay, but if you ever wanted to come back, there's always a space and a slot for you. And that still is extended to this day. I've actually extended things like that to people before where I've just like, if you ever want to come back, you know, and try something out with our podcast, you're more than welcome to. You just got to come in contact with me or tell me about it. No one ever has, but I've always just extended it. So we kind of just fell apart.
Okay.
And, you know, we're still friends on Facebook, but I don't really talk with her as much anymore, as much as I do with my new team. And my new team is not necessarily new, but it's a team that I've had for a while now. And it's because of For Media that I've become a better, I guess you could say, leader or a better, I don't know, something of our team. So
Become a better person for the team.
yeah.
Good job.
I think our oldest team member has got to be Deer Dog. She started off with For Media.
Yes.
And then came over with me. And then from there, we have, you might be, no, then Sparrow. Then Sparrow. And then you.
Was it me?
Yeah, I think you came on next.
I am number 3.
And then I acquired Ruby because I'm like, this would be great. We don't have someone who's trans on our show. And I really love everything about Ruby. So I'm like, you should be a host. And so I brought them on. And then Crow, also known as Skitherix, came on as an editor, which I've never had before. And I am so grateful for now. Just 'cause it is a pain in the butt to edit these things. So it's really nice. And I think that's I think that's it, right?
I think so. Well, cool. I'm glad that I know now. Thank you.
Well, and then like in general, so like for me to kind of just burnt me out,
I
live
get it.
shows. I had an edit, like I had a live like controller who would actually do things, and then they just decided to cop out and like just vanish out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't really know anything. I tried to run an actual show live by myself and it fell apart. And I was just like, I can't do it anymore. And then that's when I transitioned for media into Straight for the Muzzle, which for the longest time, Straight for the Muzzle was an idea of being its own standalone show from For Media, but it never became anything.
I
So
remember
eventually
that.
we just kind of, I just like, okay, we're going to move into a podcast format. And Sparrow and I are going to take it from here and just hopefully everything rolls out. And it did. Everything worked out really well. But good old For Media days. A lot of those, if you guys are interested, you want to know like all the different things that we did on For Media, you can go to youtube.com and just type in For Media or Straight from the Muzzle, and it'll pull up our account. And we've kept all of the old episodes, the live ones that we've done, so you can watch those as well if you want.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered. Because I used to be part of like the chat like of For Media, like during the live shows, and like I remember I was like, oh my god, For Media's on right now, I gotta go. And I'm like, I would go rush to my computer, log in, and I'm like, yes, I'm part of this. Listen.
A lot of the hosts that now make up what we are now are usually from chat or people that like, for whatever reason, I decided, yeah, I want to bring you on. I think I brought you on because you had an idea for a podcast. And then one thing led to another. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take you.
So, you're like, come here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You just collect people. I love it.
I find unique people with unique personalities that work really well, and I keep them. So,
yep. Well, you can have me.
Yay! I'm glad to have you.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, thanks. I'm glad to be a part of this.
Our next email comes from Josh Wolf.
Josh Wolf. I love it.
Josh.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I read the last one.
Oh, that's it. That's right. It was really long.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dear Straight from the Muzzle cast. My name is Josh Wolf, or Josh, and I have been listening to your podcast for a couple months now. It's always the people that are like a couple months, which is great. New listeners, hi. I was always hesitant to try podcasts because I thought they would be boring, but y'all definitely proved me wrong. It says I typed in furry podcast in the Apple Podcast app and your podcast popped up first. Woo! Yeah!
Yes! That was a bonus.
Score! So I started listening while taking donations at my job. Ooh, do you work at Goodwill? Anyway, says next thing I know, I've gone through 2 seasons in one day. Dang! Listening to your podcast definitely helped me get through boring, slow days at work and helped me calm down when faced with absolutely disgusting customers. Bro, I get it.
Totally get it.
Since listening to your podcast has also helped me explore my sexuality and motivated me to take more actions to show my pride in small ways. Since like wearing a pride pin in public in the most southern trashy state imaginable. Is it Florida? To not let this email reach a full-blown essay. Says I just want to ask one more thing. I want to know if it would be still possible to get on the show one day. Oh, maybe. Says maybe talk about furs in the workforce. That's a good idea. Actually, says if not, I'd be willing to chat about literally anything. It would just be an honor to talk to y'all. Y'all are like my role models. Oh my god, I'll cry. Says thanks for your time, and I really hope the email wasn't too long. Sincerely, Josh. Oh my god, I'll cry.
So what you guys don't know is that Josh and I have been talking on Telegram, and we've decided to do an episode about Hispanic heritage.
Oh,
and
nice.
Especially in the furry community. So we're actually going to be building an episode about furries who are Hispanic and what their, I guess you could say, what their story is and their, I guess, opinion or point of view is from their standpoint. So that's one particular episode that we'll be doing, which is really exciting.
I love it.
Yeah. So thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Okay, is this the last? Nope, second to last one.
Is it? Oh, I had to scroll up. There we go. Okay, second to last email comes from FurryX96. That's the number we made up
Yep. Furry X96.
because I don't know if they want us to actually use their name or not. I was thinking you could have Fluke Husky as a special guest, or he is my mentor in the fandom. Who is Fluke Husky?
I do not know. It
Let me
sounds
see.
familiar. I'll look into it as well. Oh, wait, do I know you? You look really familiar.
I would hope so. My name's John.
Not you.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've definitely seen this fursuit before.
The thing is I've seen fursuits just like this, though.
That's
and it's hard
true.
to tell if that's who they're referring to or not.
That's true. Well, I think I found them.
It depends. I can't remember if Fluke Husky is one of those that we should or should not touch because there's something about that name that just is.
I don't know. We'll look into it.
Well, yeah, we'll look into it.
We'll research.
Why not? We'll give them a try. All right. Last email.
All right. So it's also from Furry XJ9 or whatever.
Yep.
All right. So it says, I like your podcast a lot. I think it's so cool. I am 13 and a furry, and your podcast helps me feel better about myself. Have a nice day. So we have another minor who I guess just really likes their podcast and it makes them feel really good about themselves, which I'm really glad that it does. Thank you.
As it always should. And that's it. That's all of our emails.
Insert to the SpongeBob French guy 2 hours later.
And then I get to go and respond to all of these individually. So that'll be fun.
Oh, man.
You know what's right? I got one part done. I got to do the second part. So much fun. So yeah, we thank you guys for sending in your emails. Of course, now if you send them in, we're definitely going to respond to them in a timely manner. I can promise you that. I'm going to try to get someone else to help me with responding to those emails so that they're done faster, not like months, later.
I could probably try and set aside some time to help you with that. I am totally down for that.
I was thinking like doing it once a week for me, so like on Sundays or something.
See, that's a good idea. I might, just so you know, I'm gonna really try with my with my new job. Goodness gracious, I'm going to try and set aside some time, like every other weekend, to do some stuff because I'm trying to get every other weekend off. Hopefully that works out. So if it does, I will have nice and scheduled times to do stuff like this and other things and stuff. So yeah,
cool,
sweet.
Well, it's a long episode, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at From the Muzzle. We have a Threads, which is Instagram's, Facebook's newest version of Twitter, essentially.
Ooh, I'll have to give it a try.
Which is either at Straight From the Muzzle or at From the Muzzle. It's one of those. And then we also have Telegram, which you can find from our Twitter and from our episodes in general. And then you can email us at talktothemuzzle@gmail.com and tell us every little thought that's in your mind. And we'll most likely read it on the next episode that we do something like this. Yay!
We love fan mail.
We do. I have not... actually, I only got one hate mail, and that was about circles.
Oh, no. Is it because we made fun of him for looking like cheese?
Yeah, it was exactly that. And so they're like, I disagree with you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like...
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. I think it's... I make fun of them because that's kind of what they look like. So, lo and behold, Sparrow and I are going to be writing an episode about circles, and you better believe it, we are going to make fun of it in every way that we can. So,
oh my gosh.
And hoping that someone's going to respond back and be like, I listened to your circle episode and I don't agree. So, kind of hoping someone actually does that.
That's so funny.
I don't want to like purposely piss off fans, but I do want to like have someone just be like, pitchforks and torches.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have anything else before we let go?
Oh, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, find something to do. It's like
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock over where.
It's 8 o'clock over here. I'm going to restart my computer because it really wants to.
Yeah, it really wants to just restart. So you
It really
restart
wants-
your computer.
Yeah.
Everybody have a great rest of your night. That is, I guess that's all that I'll add.
Cool. See you guys
Cool.
next time.
Peace out. Bye.
Bye.